Hi, I'm Shannon Cyr, and I am the relationship coach for men. So, today I want to talk to you about telling other people about your marriage. Now, this is probably something that we've all done at one time or another, right? So, when we're struggling in our marriage, one thing that we tend to really do is to want to reach out and talk to other people. It seems like a good idea, to get some help from someone that we trust. And we hope that it will help us be able to figure things out, right? Or at least make us feel better in some way. And so here's why I think that that really probably isn't the best thing to do. When we tell other people about the problems in our relationship and really share those intimate details, we're essentially inviting them, to have an opinion about our lives and our relationship. It's kind of like we're just opening the door, for them to step in and tell us whatever they think that we need to know, right? And so you may think that this doesn't really sound that bad, but let me share a story. So I have a client, Greg, that I have been working with for a while now, and he's been struggling in his marriage for over 15 years. He and his wife argue frequently about things that she wants done or things that she says that he isn't doing. Typically, the discussion starts out kind of mellow, but then it escalates into yelling and then name calling and kind of a period where they both just sort of retreat and don't speak to one another at all, for a few days. And so this cycle just kind of keeps repeating itself, right? And he feels like he's really trying to do different things. He does everything that she asks him to do. But and he said, it's just never good enough. And he said that he feels like he really ends up being blamed for all of the problems that they have and that they don't ever seem to get anywhere. Um, and so since this has gone on for so many years and he's very frustrated, sometimes, he talks to his brother about it and kind of seeks, his advice, so to speak, right? So when Greg shares the details of their lives with his brother has an opinion, right? And he offers that opinion. The other thing that happens is that he has a very different perspective now on Greg's marriage and even his wife than he had before Greg ever started sharing any of those things. And his brother really can't forget those things, and it changes his opinion of her and of their relationship, even if he doesn't intend for it to. So Greg and his wife keep doing the same thing over and over, and nothing really changes, right? And his brother keeps sharing his opinion when they get together and talk and offers advice that doesn't get taken, in his opinion. And now, he's feeling frustrated, right? So Greg really still wants his brother to like his wife, but his brother really wants him to do something about the situation, right? He wants him to do something to change it. So now, whenever Greg wants to talk about it, he feels like he just really has nowhere to go and that he isn't making any progress, right? So here's the problem. When we talk to other people like this, we're basically asking them for their opinion. Even if we don't flat out say that, we're kind of opening the door for them to give us their opinion, give us their advice, and tell us what they think, right? The other problem of telling people about your marriage is that they can really only tell you what they would do based on their own perspective, their own experiences, their own life. They can only tell you what they think they would do. And that doesn't really help because this is not their experience, it's yours. They really can't tell you what to do. And even if they do, it's not going to feel like your answer. And you still end up feeling stuck and like you don't know what to do next. Another problem with sharing the intimate details of your relationship with someone else is that it really invites them into this space that is just between the two of you, kind of this sacred area just between you and your wife. So by inviting somebody in that doesn't really belong there and getting them involved, it kind of violates that space. It kind of, breaks that trust between the two of you. And so this is a space that is really special and you really want to try to continue to treat it that way. So if you're struggling in your relationship, really what you should do is look for an expert, get help from somebody who is trained and really has the tools to help you and guide you. Your friends and your family members, they really mean well, but they aren't trained. And they can't help but give you their answer for your life. And that isn't your answer. Really be intentional with who you share the story of your relationship with. I know you're not trying to invite somebody else in, and you're not trying to really, disrespect the space between you and your spouse. You're genuinely looking for help. You're genuinely seeking answers or different ideas, or maybe you're just sharing it because you just need to get it off your chest, or you want to make sure that you're not going crazy and just make some sense out of what's happening. But remember, once you share the details and invite someone in, it's going to be really hard to change that. And it's going to be hard for them to not hold a new opinion of your spouse, even if you ask them not to. So if you really want to see if the relationship can work and if you can make it feel better again, or find out if your best next step is to walk away, schedule a complimentary exploratory session with me. Let's see if we're a good fit to work together and help you find your answer for you. All my best.